The threat of global warming looms as humanity in the 21st century faced an unprecedented rise in global temperature over the last 2 centuries. From the beginning of industrialization, mankind's dependency on fossil fuels have skyrocketed. Through burning these fossil fuels, we let out gas molecules such as carbon dioxide, methane, and water directly into the atmosphere, which help create the greenhouse effect, a process that enables the Earth's atmosphere to trap heat energy radiated from the sun. However, excessive concentrations of these gases in the atmosphere, mainly carbon dioxide, are promoting global warming. Human activities such as consuming electricity, utilizing transportation, and establishing factories all release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, dangerously raising atmospheric CO2 concentrations. Due to global temperatures soaring, some 770,000 square miles of Arctic ice melted from 1981 to 2010. Several animal species depend on the Arctic ice for their survival, and the melting of these Arctic ice leaves the lives of many species compromised. Two prominent species affected by the ice melting are the Ursus maritimus, aka polar bears, and the Pagophilus groenlandicus, harp seals, both of which reside in the Barents Sea of the Arctic. Ice melting on the Arctic will mean the reduction in the birth rate of harp seals. They give birth to their offspring on the ice. Therefore, the ice melting will render the ecosystem to support less individuals by reducing the area in which seals can give birth, thereby impacting the carrying capacity of the environment. Polar bears feed on the harp seals as their main source of food. A case study has shown that after 10 days of searching for seals, 4 polar bears out of 9 were able to catch none, and every polar bear lost 10% or more of its total body mass. Losing their body mass due to a lack of available food would greatly hamper their chances of successful predation and would ultimately cause their death by starvation. Therefore, the decline in the population of harp seals would consequently reduce the polar bear population. Furthermore, because the polar bears are an apex species with no predators above it, their existence is vital for the biodiversity of the Arctic ecosystem, since they reduce the number of excess harp seals to maintain stability of other populations such as the Arctic cod and the red herring. If the population of the apex species faces instability, trophic cascades, which are indirect interactions that occur between trophic levels of an ecosystem, will affect all the species in the food chain. A viable solution to reducing CO2 emissions is to replace internal combustion engines, which currently emit 2.23 billion metric tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere annually, with electric vehicles. Electric vehicles run on electricity and lithium battery, which generate negligible carbon dioxide during its operation. Electric vehicles, however, cannot be fully integrated into our society just yet. The cost currently serves as an insurmountable problem for electric vehicles as a solution in terms of practicality and efficiency. Electric vehicles cost approximately 40,000 US dollars to purchase, whereas ICE cars cost around 30,000. Therefore, the cost of the relatively expensive electric vehicles highly discourages consumers from purchasing them over internal combustion engines, explaining why this solution is not as effective as it can fully be at this time. Even though there are shortcomings of electric vehicles, the benefits of electric vehicles far outweigh the losses. Far less carbon dioxide is generated during the operation of the vehicle. Electric vehicles operate on lithium-ion electronic batteries, which can be recycled and are a source of cleaner energy. As more and more consumers opt to buy electric vehicles over internal combustion engines, less and less carbon dioxide will be emitted. Including the volume of carbon dioxide released from its production and the volume of carbon dioxide emitted during its lifetime, 64 metric tons of carbon dioxide are emitted for a single ICE car, whereas only 36 metric tons of carbon dioxide are emitted for a single electric vehicle. In total, electric vehicles emit about 1.8 times less carbon dioxide over its entire life cycle. According to an article, carbon dioxide emissions in cities replacing ICEs with EVs are set to reduce as much as 90%, with London being an example. As aforementioned, less greenhouse gas emitted will slow global warming, therefore doubling the rate of ice melting on the poles. In addition, the lithium batteries that electric vehicles operate upon are recyclable. When the electric vehicle goes defunct, the battery can be extracted and recycled, making electric vehicles a sustainable solution in the long run. Ultimately, less carbon dioxide emissions from electric vehicles would lead to lower temperatures, causing less ice melting and more diversity in the Arctic ecosystem. Electric vehicles are a viable solution given the investment to optimize them. Replacing ICEs with electric vehicles can save our polar bears and ultimately help make the Earth a better place for all. Thank you.